Fredericton South and Leader of his party.
This isn't top-down liberalism.
Mr. Speaker, when Jim Irving appeared before the Standing Committee on Environmental Stewardship, I asked him how often his company lobbied government. He replied, "We will have as many meetings as required to get things done." Well, it appears that J.D. Irving is getting things done, Mr. Speaker. 2 years ago, the Minister of Natural Resources announced he was going to bring fairness for woodlot owners, but was unable to act. 2 years ago, he announced he was going to create 480,000 hectares of protected areas, but has been unable to protect a single hectare. The minister is clearly having trouble getting his things done. Can the Minister of Natural Resources tell the House how often he or his department has been lobbied by J.D. Irving over the past 6 months as they try and get their things done?
The Minister of Natural Resources and Energy Development in the gallery.
Mr. Speaker, it's a pleasure to rise here as we close out the week in the legislature and highlight the fact that it's obvious that the member opposite has never spent a day running any department, never spent a day sitting on the government side, and has no concept or understanding of the work that it takes to get to the point of making historic change. Mr. Speaker, he need look only to the conservation stakeholder groups that he would refer to on a regular basis to talk about the ongoing work as it relates to protecting and preserving the landmass in New Brunswick. Mr. Speaker, the New Brunswick Federation of Woodlot Owners and all 7 different boards have been in the cabinet room several times talking about how we are going to make it better. We're very excited about the fact that we have not stopped since before getting elected, putting it in our platform, and we are going to deliver results that are going to show that the natural resource landscape in the province of New Brunswick is going to have promise and a future like never before, Mr. Speaker.
The member for Fredericton South and Leader of his party.
Mr. Speaker, all that New Brunswickers have to force the lobbyists out of the shadows is the Lobbyist Registration Act, which names them but shields their work. Citizens cannot find out who's lobbying whom, when the lobbying occurred, and what the subject matter was. Mr. Speaker, there will always be lobbyists, but they used to do the work in the lobby, where everyone could see what they were up to. Allowing them to hide in the shadows, Mr. Speaker, corrodes the democratic process. Canada has a lobbying act. BC has a Lobbyist Transparency Act. Will the Premier commit to tabling a bill to create effective lobbyist transparency legislation in New Brunswick so his ministers, like the Minister of Natural Resources, can get the people's work done? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable the Premier.
Thank you for the question, and I think it is important for us to realize what exposure we have there and what is necessary. So I would like to learn more from the Leader of the Green Party and understand what shortcomings we have, and then go from there, Mr. Speaker. It's something that we deserve to pay more attention to, and so maybe we can plan a discussion and learn more. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The member for Miramichi in the gallery.